weights underneath my chair as well as a bottle of water. Also, as a side note, I'm in my house, as well as I believe most of you are in your house as well. We have carpeting. I wear socks in the house. I don't have shoes on. Shoes are an option. I want you to do what's most comfortable for you. Obviously, when we meet out at Canterbury, I have shoes on, but when I'm in the house, I do it in socks. So I have socks on. With that said, we will go ahead and get started. I'm going to just slide my chair back here. Make sure your water is out of the way so you don't trip on it when we stand. We want to have our feet down on the floor. Our toes are pointing straight ahead. We are sitting up tall and rolling our shoulders up, back, and down. Give yourself a nice big shoulder roll right here. From your shoulder roll, we're taking a few big inhales. Reach your arms up, big inhale. Exhale, blow your breath out. It's an inhale as you lift. Exhale, release. One more time. Take a big inhale as you reach up. Exhale, blow it out. We start with a side stretch from here. Left fingertips reach up. Right fingertips reach down. Reaching, lifting, and lengthening. We switch sides. Now your right hand comes up. Your left hand comes down. Side stretch. So we're focused on getting a stretch down the side of our body. We do this one more time each side. Fingertips reach up, and you are reaching up and over. Let's take it to the other side right here. Now reach both your arms up, one more little lift, and now your hands come down to the outside of your thigh, gentle twist. Think tall through the top of your head, and your twist. Arms reach up to center. Here comes your twist to the left. Arms come down, sit up tall, gentle twist. One more time, each side. It's a lift, inhale, release, exhale. Here comes the other side, reach and twist. Here comes the big reach up. Hands come down to your lap, and we are taking our cow cat. Cow, you lift your collarbone, your chest. Cat, you pull your belly in, chin drops to your chest. Inhale as you lift your collarbone, your chest up. Exhale as you round through your spine, and exhale. Take two more here. Nice inhale. Exhale, round release. One more time. It's your inhale as you lift. Your exhale as you release. Now we sit up tall. Let your arms come by your side. Take a shoulder roll back. And from your shoulder roll, it's a shoulder shrug. We pull our shoulders to our ears. You squeeze your shoulder blades together. Relax your arms down. Shrug, squeeze, release. Two more times. Lift, squeeze, release, lift, squeeze, release. Bring your arms up to the side. Sweep the right arm across your body. Shoulder, tricep stretch. Open up. Left arm sweeps across. And now you switch. It is right arm sweeps across. And now your left arm sweeps across. Let's open up both our arms. Lift your chest. Hug a big ball. Round between your shoulder blades. We inhale. Lift your collarbone, your chest. Here's your exhale. Hug a big ball. Round. Here's your inhale. And your exhale. We have one more right here. You inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round release. We knee with our arms out to the side. Here comes fingertips out to the side, little arm circles. We take them in one direction. Are you sitting up tall as the top of your head bumps your ceiling? We switch directions. Take the arms in the opposite direction. From here, we're going to take our fingertips, take them behind your head. So hands are coming behind your head. Elbows open up wide. Press the back of your head into your hands. We're sitting up super tall here. Now squeeze your elbows together. Open your elbows to the side. Squeeze your elbows to the front. Open to the side. As we squeeze, you keep sitting up tall. It is your shoulders that are moving. The rest of you stays tall as you open and close. We take one more right here. Keep your elbows open. Press your head back. Sit a little taller. Now release your arms. Take a nice shoulder roll. Let your shoulders come up, back, and down. We're bringing our attention to our feet right here. Toes are straight ahead. Feet are flat on the floor. We lift our toes, and now we lift our heels. You lift your toes. You lift your heels. We're going to let both of the feet stay down on the floor. Add a little knee lift. Now we just lift a little bit. Set the foot down. Lift a little bit. So the idea when you lift your leg, knee comes up. Check it out. We're going to still sit up nice and tall. Just because we lift our knee doesn't mean we want to change where our upper body is. Let your hands help you lift your leg up, and then you switch. Now we're taking one more change here. You're going to take the leg and open it to the outside and bring it back to the inside. So now we have a stay on the right side. It's an open and close. We're focused on our hip joint right here as you open the leg and close it. We have two more right here. And now this can be a large circle. It can be small. What feels good for your hip joint? We take this over to the other side. So our left leg opens and we bring it in. Here comes the open and bring it in. And now check. Are you soft as your foot touches down and comes in? We want to think soft. We can barely hear our foot as it touches down on the floor. Here comes your last one. Both your feet are going to stay in. From here, it is going to be front raises. We're taking our arms to the front and down. So now we're taking arms front, but we are still sitting up tall right here. How tall can you get? How close can your head get to the ceiling? Here comes our side arms. We're going to take our arms out to the side. Side lateral right here. And from our side lifting, we are going to take our arms our hands are coming by our shoulders. It's a push and a pull. I want you to push to the front, pull back. We push with your chest. We pull with our back. It's a push and pull. Next, keep the push and pull. Can you tap your foot to the front as you take your push and pull? So you want to still focus on push and pull as your toe goes to the front. Little change, toes keep going to the front, but now we take our arms up and down. So you're going to push your arms up and pull down. Push up and pull down. Feet keep going to the front, arms keep going up. And go at your pace. Maybe you want to go quicker, but maybe you want to take your time and go a little slower. Here's your last 4 and 3, whatever pace you chose. We are going to let our arms come down, relax. Can you keep tapping your toe to the front? We're bringing it back to a march or your heel lift in the center. Which one works for you? Now make sure you have enough space on your chair. We are going to be taking our legs in, out, out, in. It's an out, out, in. Out, out, in. So first we get our feet, and then we add some arms. And our arms follow our legs. Out, out, in. Now maybe your arms stay exactly where they are. That could be perfect. To increase the intensity, you reach your arms up. Now maybe today you don't want more intensity. You're more than happy to keep your arms low. So you have to listen to your body. You have to check to see what your heart rate is doing, and then choose which version is best for you. We take it one more time. Here comes your last one. And go ahead, let your arms and legs relax. Shake it out a little bit. Water is nearby. Take a sip of water. We are going to get ready to come up into our standing so we can practice some of our standing, balancing, and strengthening exercises. Make sure you put your water over the way so that when we're standing, it doesn't get in our way. We're starting with some chair squats. Now, feet are going to be down on the floor. Toes are pointing straight ahead. We're going to start by keeping ourselves down on the chair. Hands can come on your lap. We sit up really tall. You add a little hinge forward. It doesn't need to be far. And I want you to push down into the floor with your feet as hard as you can. You are pushing the floor away from you. And when you do that, you should feel your legs get really strong. Now relax your legs and sit up tall. First, it's a little hinge. Then you're going to push your feet, push the floor away from you. Push it away, and then relax, sit up tall. It is a hinge and a push. Get the floor to move, push it away from you. Now on the next one, we're gonna stand up. You choose a version that works for you. You add your hinge. You're gonna push and bring yourself up. Now, if you prefer to use your chair to stand up, feel free to do that. Here comes little baby squats. We start with small squats. Hands can stay on your thighs. Hips slide back, stand tall. Now, what we wanna watch for, hips are going back. The idea is to move through your lower body. Your upper body, you want to try to keep it upright. It will just naturally lean forward as your hips slide back. Just check that your knees keep going forward over your toes. We're doing 4 more. Here comes your 3. It is your 2. Take your last one. We are going to stay up tall here. Bring yourself all the way up. We're coming behind our chair as we work on some balance with our heel lifts. Hands can stay on the chair. I'm going to step off to the side so you can see my feet. Toes are straight ahead. Hands can stay on the chair. We lift our heels. Heels come up. Take a little pause at the top. And then you gently let your heels come back down to the floor. You are going to lift your heels, pause at the top, and gently let your heels come back down to the floor. We're working on our balance. It is easiest if you find a spot someplace in front of you. It might be down on the floor. It might be up on the wall that is completely still. Focus on it. Lift your heels. Take your pause, release down. Now my hand is on the chair, but you might choose to take your hand away from the chair as you lift your heels and you release down. We are doing one more right here. Lift your heels, little pause, and then you release down. Both your heels stay down on the floor, and we're gonna take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, blow it out. Now as you inhale, look to the right. Inhale, look to the right. Exhale, look to the front. It's an inhale, look left. Exhale, look front. Here comes your inhale, look to the right. Exhale, look front. One more time, look to the left. Look to the front. Little shoulder roll, let your shoulders come up, back, and down. We are taking little side steps, right and left. Step off to the right. And now you step to the left. We step right, we step left. Lateral movement here. From here, maybe we start stepping up and over. So little added challenge for our balance. Now remember, these are options. You're more than welcome to keep your feet low without stepping up and over. We have our chair here, so you can use your chair at any time. And we're just practicing stepping up and over as if there's something right behind our chair that we want to step over. Now we are meeting on the left side of our chair. We're practicing our tightrope, our balance beam move. Chair is to the side. We always have it handy if we want it. Balance beam or tightrope. You take one heel in front of your opposite foot. Your choice, heel to toe, but you might prefer to take your feet off as a little bit wider. Now you want to check, get your feet in weight in both your feet. Sometimes we like to lean back. Let's see if we can get it in both of our feet. Hand can stay on the chair, or maybe you lift your hands away from the chair. Next option is adding a twist to the right. So now we add a little more challenge as you twist. You bring yourself to center, and here comes the twist to the left. Bring yourself to center. Let your arms relax, and we take it to the other side. Now you take opposite foot in front, heel toe, or you have them a little bit separated. You want to stand up tall. Hand can always stay on the chair, or you lift. And now we add a twist to the left. Now remember, the twisting is an option. And we want to keep our hips to the front of the room and let the twist happen in our mid-upper back. We take ourselves to the center. Check it out, hips stay to the front, and we're just turning our shoulders towards the sidewall. We bring it back to center. Let your arms relax. Step behind your chair. Step touch side to side. Now I'm making this a little bit different. So this time when you go to the right, 2 step touches. You step and step, you go back to the other side. Now we have our chair here if you want to use it. This is option 1. So if you like this option, stay here. Our next option is a crossover. So we cross our feet. This is a little bit more of a challenge as you cross your foot behind. Now, this is why 1, we have the chair. 2, you have options. You don't ever have to cross your legs if you prefer taking the step touch side to side. We are going to meet on the right side of our chair. And we're adding some little weight shifts. We're working on our balance again. It also strengthens. Both your feet are down on the floor. Chair is here if you want it. Keep your hand on the chair. We're going to put all of our weight in our right leg. You're standing up tall. That means the top of your head is towards the ceiling. And your left foot comes a little bit off the floor. We're standing up tall, so what that means, you want to keep strong in the leg, and you're lifting up through your hip and your waistline to the ceiling as you hold your balance. Now set your left foot down, shift your weight into the left. Remember, our chair is here. Feel free to use your chair, and think lengthen, get tall as you lift your right foot up off. So now we're strengthening our leg. We're working on our balance. Set the right foot down. We're shifting back over. How did it feel? Remember, you can always keep your toes down. That's a great option. Use the chair. Can you bring your leg up a little higher into a knee lift? Or do you feel better with it a little lower? So you choose. Our balance changes every day. Some days my balance is rocking, other days it doesn't. So don't be hard on yourself. Be really nice to yourself. Stand up tall. Foot, maybe the toes stay down. They might lift a little, lift a lot. Be nice to yourself and just see where you are each day and go with it from there. Go ahead, release the foot down. We're going to add little hip circles, so take your hips around in one direction. We're adding some side leg lifts here, and our focus is balance for 1. 2 is strengthening our inner and outer thigh. You want to make sure you have enough space to move your foot across. It looks like this. You're going to lift your foot to the outside and then squeeze the leg across the front. Outer hip, resist and push out, and then pull your foot across. I have my foot flexed so you can lift it up to the outside and pull it across. So we want to work our outer hip, our outer thigh, and now we want to squeeze and use our inner thigh. It is an out. So check it out. We have balance happening. We are strengthening not just the leg moving, but we are also strengthening the leg that we're standing on. Here comes your last one. Foot comes down to the floor. Add your little hip circles. Switch directions. We are meeting over on the other side of the chair. We want to catch our other leg. So we meet over on this side. Find your balance. Stand up tall. Lift the leg to the outside. Squeeze the leg to the front. Lift and squeeze. Think resist out and squeeze across the front. It's a lift and a squeeze. We press out and pull across. There's your out and your in. We have two more. Take it out. Squeeze across one more time. Out and in. Go ahead. Both feet come down to the floor. Add your hip circles. Take it around in the opposite direction. Now we did the front of our legs, we did the side and the inside. We're gonna catch our back side right here. I'm going sideways so you can see me lift my leg. Stand off on your right leg and you're gonna lift your left leg. Now see if you can keep your legs straight as you lift. And we're focused on working our glutes and our hamstring. So it doesn't need to be a large movement. If you're feeling it in your low back, the movement should be a little smaller. And you lift and squeeze, release down. Here comes your 3. Here's your 2. And here comes your last one. We're gonna quickly switch over to the other side. So you're standing on the left, right leg is going back and you lift, release, lift, release. So again, it doesn't need to be large. And maybe you're working on your balance. So we're not just strengthening right here. We're also working on our balance. It's a lift and a lower. Here comes your last one. You're gonna let your leg relax. Bring yourself behind your chair. Walk your feet away from your chair. Take a stretch right here. So as you walk your feet away, hands can stay on the back of your chair, and you're gonna push your hips back so you get a nice stretch, and we wanna feel this stretch down the back of our thighs. If your hips are tight, you might feel it there, and we wanna feel it possibly in your back, but it should be a good stretch. So I want you to think about getting long. So if you are rolling in the move, I want you to stay a little higher and just push your hips back so you get a really nice stretch in the back of your thighs. We are going to start bringing ourselves all the way up here, and we're going to give ourselves a walk around to the front of the chair. Have a seat, take a drink of water. We're going to grab our hand weights so we can do some strengthening with our hand weights. So hand weights are always optional. You can choose to, maybe if you have like cans of soup, vegetables, bottles of water, you can use those. But if you don't want to hold something in your hands, then you can always do these moves without weights and just think about resisting in the direction that we're going. We're starting with some back exercises. Feet are down on the floor. I want you to hinge forward. Now, hinging is different than bending, and I also want you to pull your core in. Palms face your calves, and we're going to pull our elbows back. So the idea right here is we're working our back muscles. So you're going to let your elbows glide back. So you're letting arms slide back, and you're squeezing your shoulder blades at the top of the move. Squeeze and release. Lots of space for your neck. So if you're looking up at me right now, it might irritate your neck. Just take your gaze down towards the floor. And we lift our arms, release down. Keep your elbows slide back. They release down. We take 2 more. And from here, we take flies. That means our arms stay straight and they fly to the outside. They come back down. We're still working our back muscles, but it also catches the back of our shoulders. Arms go out to the side and down. And where is your head? So if you looked up again and you feel straight in your neck, bring your head in line with the rest of your back. And lift, release. 4 more. Here's your 4. Here's your 3. It is your 2. This time we bring ourselves all the way up tall. Sit up tall, bicep curls. Curl your arms in, release down. This is a full range of motion. Shoulders relax, elbows stay by your side. The focus is working the biceps, the front of our arms right here, and we are going to take this right into side laterals. Arms go out to the side. Now, options here. I like to keep a bend in my elbows. It feels better for my shoulder joint. But if you like the long arms, which is a little bit more challenging, feel free to keep your arms long. So you want to check to see, when I make this move, which one feels better? Long arms or a slight bend in my arms? We take 2 more. From here, we take the weight in front of our shoulders. Remember the push and pull from earlier? You push to the front, you pull back. You push to the front, you pull back. Chest is a push, back is a pull. Push, pull. Here's your 4. Here's your 3. It is your 2. And now we go overhead. You are going to push your arms up. Palms can stay in and pull down. Can you push? And you pull. Here's your 4. You push up. You resist, pull down. It is an up and a down. We have 1 more. Arms can relax. Bring your hands right down to your lap. We are going to add a knee lift. Switch, knee lift on the other side. We alternate our knee lift and lift. Now our next time, we are going to keep this right leg lift and extend the leg out. Keep it on this side. Bend, set it down. Lift the right leg. Extend it out. Bend, set it down. Now we are working on our quadricep. We want to feel the front of our thigh working. As you make this movement, the leg does not have to come up high, but what we do want is our upper body to stay stable. So we are working through the front of our thigh on the right leg. We have 1 more here. You're going to tap this side out and take it to the other side. Knee, push your heel, bend, set it down. It's a lift and a push, bend and down. We lift, we push, bend, down. Again, maybe the leg doesn't go that high. That's okay. We're not worried about height. We want to really get the front of our thighs working because strong thighs protect our knee joints. We have 1 more. You're going to lift your knee and extend it out. Set the foot down. Both your heels go into the front. Our focus right here is our hamstring. So you are going to take your heels and pull your heels into your chair. You take your heels out in front. And now think, Resist as you drag your heels to your chair. Now the focus here is our hamstrings, the back of our thighs, and we are trying to strengthen them by using our own resistance as we pull our heels to our chair. You're taking it out and you drag your heels in. We have 3 more. Here comes your 3 as you squeeze. Here comes your 2, resist, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 1 more time. And we are going to do a couple more exercises for our back. You are going to keep your feet down on the floor. Take your weights down by the side. I want you to pull your elbows up and back. So our back is a large muscle group. So I like to make sure we work this a little bit more. We want to make sure we stay active and we keep a strong backside. And by squeezing, pulling your shoulder blades together, we're also working on our posture so we can stay tall and strong in our backs. We're taking 2 more right here. And from this, the arms are going back out to the side. So let's go ahead. Fly our arms up and bring them in. Take it out and release down. I want you to think more about lifting. Use your back muscles. Your arms are going out, but let's try to stay nice to our neck and shoulders and let our back do the lifting of your weight. Here's your 4. Here's your 3. Here's your 2. And one more time. Let's go ahead, bring yourself all the way up. We're going to take one hand, weight is in one hand, support your elbow and extend the arm out. This is my arm, not my leg. Extend it out and bring it in. So I do want you to focus, can you squeeze through your tricep? And the tricep is the back of the arm as you take it out and bring it in. We are only doing 1 more on this side. We have to catch the other side, take the weight in the opposite hand. Time always flies by. So I want to make sure we get a nice stretch in. So we're going to finish out our weights right here for 3. It's your 2. Take your last 1. Bring your weights down. Set your weights off next to the chair. Take a drink of water. So you want to make sure you stay hydrated. So make sure you're drinking water throughout the day as well. Water is out of the way. Now let's take a big shoulder roll. So we have a good 5 minutes. We're going to try to catch every muscle group as we roll our shoulders up, back, and down. Let your arms relax here. We're going to take the foot out to the front. Hamstring stretch. So the focus is the back of the thigh. Pull your toes up and then add a nice lean forward. When you lean forward, keep a long straight back. Now, if you like to go deeper, feel free to slide the hand down your thigh, but it isn't about how low you go into the stretch. It's about making the adjustments in your body to get a really nice stretch in the back of your thigh. Now, we bring ourselves all the way up. We switch off to the other side. And so our left foot goes out, sit up really tall, support yourself on your thigh as your stretch here. Now start bringing yourself all the way up. We do want to stretch the front of our legs. The best way to get this, take it off the right side of your chair, slide the foot back, knee can come down towards the floor, but you might be a little further forward. And once you get that, fingertips can come up. I do want you to think about what's happening with your body right here. So if you start leaning all the way over on your chair, can you bring yourself a little bit more upright so you stay tall and let the focus be on stretching. If your hip is tight, you're going to feel it more up a little higher. If your quadricep is tight, you're going to feel it a little bit lower in your quadricep. Arm relaxes. We have 2 sides. We're going to slide over to the other side of our chair. And your foot slides back, and maybe your foot is a little bit forward, maybe it goes back a little bit more. We do want to check to see if we can sit up tall and straight. Take a few breaths here. You want to feel a nice stretch down the front of your thigh, front of your hip. We bring our arm down, slide the leg in, bring yourself all the way back to the center. Open your legs up. It's a wide angle right here. Let yourself come forward. And now take your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left arm up so it's a long stretch down the side as you reach and lengthen. We bring ourselves to center. Our left arm comes to our thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. And there's a little bit of a side stretch. Release your hand down. Reach forward through the top of your head. Get really long. Give yourself a big hip stretch, inner thigh stretch. Bring yourself all the way up. You're going to bring your legs in. The right leg is coming up towards your chest. It's a hip stretch, back of the leg stretch. Sit a little taller, hug your leg a little closer. Point your toes down. Pull your toes up. Point your toes down. Pull your toes up. One more time. Point and pull. Set the foot down here, and now you lift the left. Maybe you're holding behind. That's perfect. You could be in front. We sit really tall. Toes are pulling up, and then we point them down. Pull your toes up. Point your toes down. One more time. Pull and point. You want to set your foot down. We want to open up our chest. Lift your chest, open through the front of your shoulders. Let your hands come down by your chair. And you're going to lift your chest a little bit more. Open up through the front of your shoulders. Now bring yourself up into a seated position and bring your chin to your chest. But check this out. Your torso stayed up tall, just your chin went to your chest. We're stretching our neck, but if your back is tight, you'll feel the stretch down your back. Take your chin to your right shoulder, a little more of a neck stretch. Chin is to your chest, and now your chin goes to your left shoulder. Your chin comes to your chest. You lift your head all the way up. Shoulder stretch, bend your right arm, bring it behind your back. Sit up tall, left ear, left shoulder. We have our neck stretch as well as our shoulder stretch. We lift our head all the way up. Release the right side, take the left, bend the arm, slide it behind. Once you're there, right ear, right shoulder. Lift your head all the way up. We're going to go ahead, lift your hands, give your fingertips a big stretch. We want to stretch all the way through your fingertips and make a fist. Wrap your fist, make it tight. Here comes a stretch through your fingertips. Where is your pinky? Stretch, stretch. Make a fist, thumb is around the outside. One more time, big stretch through your fingertips. And now you make a fist. Little wrist circles right here. Take it around in one direction. Now you take it around in the opposite direction. We are taking a big inhale. When you exhale, twist off to the right. Take a twist to the right. One little stretch, sit tall. Can you go a little deeper? Here comes the reach up. We're taking our twist to the left. Arms come down, sit up tall, add your twist. We bring ourselves back to center. Reach up and exhale, blow it out. Here comes your big inhale. We are going to inhale all the way up. Exhale, blow it all the way out. Two more times. Let's take your big inhale up. Exhale, blow it out. One more time. Take your big inhale. Exhale, you blow it all out. I want to thank you all very much for